there's a new video game out. It's been released by Bethesda. It's called Starfield. A lot of my friends have been recommending it to me, but I feel that I should probably beat Baldur's Gate before starting a new game. Plus, I also want to play Rain World and a bunch of other games that I've just been sitting on for literally years. So I haven't really touched Starfield yet, but it looks okay. I mean, I've seen some glitch stuff, some example of glitches and stuff that's very similar to what it was like when New Vegas got released, because New Vegas is a fantastic game, but when it was released, there were tons and tons and tons of glitches and problems. So I have yet to pick it up. Maybe I'll pick it up in a few months after a few patches and it's, you know, doing a little better, you know, and they've patched a few things up on it. But I've heard that it's generally a pretty decent game. Apparently, though, some people are very, 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 very angry about the game. And I thought, when I saw the anger of this guy here on the left, that it was going to be something about the game wasn't finished when it was released, that it had this problem, or the game keeps crashing, or something that would make it just this overbearing problem that you can't ignore while playing the game, making it so you can't play it. That wasn't the case, because I saw just a clip of him yelling, and I thought it must be something horrible to get that type of reaction out of him. But no, apparently, the guy on the left here, whose name is, one second, his name is HeelVsBabyface. And it's not just him, it was a few others as well, but he was the one who I think I want to concentrate on because his reaction was wild, is upset because in the character creator of Starfield, because it's the Bethesda game, so of course you have to have character creation, you can choose to have they, them pronouns. Now, think about that for a moment. Now, even if you don't believe non-binary is like a real, like being non-binary is a real thing or whatever, let's say you have the most like oppositional position against non-binary people, or the idea that it's real, right? I don't hold that position, but let's say you hold that position. That option's in the character creator. You can just keep scrolling. You just ignore it. You just don't choose it. I just get, you know, there's a million options in the character creator I don't mess with because I'm not interested in it. It's like, oh, do you want freckles? No, I don't want freckles, and I'll keep moving. Oh, do you want to make your nose like 3 inches tall? No, I don't want to make my nose 3 inches longer. I don't want to do that. I'll just ignore that into character creation. I'll concentrate on the things that I do want to concentrate on. You know, getting a good outfit, nice hair, nice this, like that. Instead, he decides to focus on it because he sees it as another example of the wokeness being shoved down his throat, even though he could have easily just, you know, just went past it, just scrolled past it. Let me show you his testimony at finding out that you can have a non-binary character in Starfield. And however angry you think he's going to be, I swear to you, he's going to be more angry.
I just want to say something to you, Bethesda. Just want to say a little something. There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself, think, oh my God, just think of this world, just think of all the planets I can visit, all the immersive things that I can get involved with, all the fights, all the relationships, all the people I meet, all the places I go. I'm so excited to go there. And you know, I love nothing more than, with all of that laid out in front of me, I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because
Californian shit.
We're boring! We're so fucking boring! We can't see past our own fucking reflection! That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda Western Game Company! Fuck your immersion, fuck you having a good time, fuck you falling into a world and just getting lost. No, no, no! Current fucking day! Fuck off! You're boring! You're fucking dull! You have nothing to say! You are a one-hived mind twat waffle!
Twat waffle. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let him continue. I'm gonna let him finish because the least I can do is at least let him finish his point before I interrupt. But twat waffle, they're a twat waffle. Oh, what a name! God, what is he British? I think he's British. I hear an accent on him. Oh my gosh, twat waffle. Is that lingo that I've never heard that before? Is that British lingo? Is the Queen call people twat waffle?
That's all you fucking are! And you wonder why people are getting so fucking sick and tired! You take everything we love, all our immersions, all our fantasies, all our escapism, and you just can't help shovel your dog shit, fucking crap ideology into everything! Every single solitary fucking thing!
Man, that dude needs like a cold glass of tea or something. Also, I do want to say, I'm not a gigantic fan of Pink News. It's an LGBT news outlet. But I did love the snarkiness of this comment that it put in response to this before I give my opinion. Pink News has confirmed that pronouns are used outside of California in response to him saying this California nonsense. Okay, so let me just quickly say, first off, if you're playing video games and you get this angry at the video game, just put the game down, walk away, and do something else. Go watch a movie, go take a walk, go listen to a podcast, go watch cartoons, go do something. Go read a book, okay? I know that's old people talk, but go read a book. Just go do something else, okay? That's my first piece of advice. There's no reason for anyone to be getting this angry at a video game unless it's like Jump King or something specifically designed to piss you off, okay? That's the first thing. I couldn't imagine getting this angry at a video game, even if I found out, like, in the Starfield character creator, you had two options for political beliefs. One, Trump supporter, or two, Ron DeSantis supporter. I couldn't imagine I would just think it was stupid and funny and whatever. I could, even if I got like, what the fuck, I couldn't imagine getting this angry at a video game. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, so putting that aside, here's the second thing. It's not being shoveled down his throat. It's not being forced on him. There's nobody holding a gun to his head saying, be trans, be trans. Nobody's doing that. It's not happening. All that has happened is Bethesda has included the option for people who are playing the game and want their character to be non-binary, that they can be non-binary. Is it impossible to think that thousands upon thousands of years in the future, when we're exploring the stars and universes, that there could be possibly anything else socially accepted outside of man and woman on the gender spectrum? Is it that impossible? And even if you think that that's not going to exist, like 3,000 years from now, we're going to figure out that all this non-binary stuff was so silly. All it's doing is giving you the option. That's all it's doing. That's it. What I love about character creators and what makes the best character creators are the ones that give you the most variety, the most options to choose, mix and match, etc. I love those. I love those types of games. That, for example, I like the Baldur's Gate content character creator, the character creator. I like that you can mix classes. I thought that was awesome. Awesome. I remember when Cyberpunk announced that you could edit your penis, and I know that's silly, and it sounds silly, but I thought that was awesome. That you can choose whether your cock is circumcised or not. That's a lot of detail. Now, I still think the Cyberpunk character creator was a little underwhelming, but the more options a game gives you to design and create your character, the better, in my opinion. And this is such a tiny detail. All it will probably affect in game is how other characters refer to you. Calling you they instead of he, or he instead of she, or she instead of he. That's it. And all he would have to do is when he looks at it, is just click the he and then keep moving. That's all he would have had to done. But the fact that non-binary people could even be included in the game, period, is enough to inspire this much rage in him. It's hard for me to not think there's something else going on here, something else underlying this. That he thinks that this is somebody coming after him or somebody shoving this down his throat. Nobody's shoving anything down his throat. I just don't know what inspires this much anger out of somebody at just the mere mention of non-binary people's existence. I couldn't imagine it. There was also a guy complaining that you can flirt with a male NPC while playing a male character. So they just not like character freedom? Is that the problem? I think the type of character freedom they want is like character freedom to like murder NPCs, character freedom to like, you know, do crazy GTA stuff. But the character freedom that other people like is not character freedom they want to explore, so that character freedom shouldn't exist. If I want to doink a hot male character in a video game, I should be able to. Okay, you want to know who I went for in Baldur's Gate 3? Gale. I thought his hair was pretty, thought his robes were pretty, and I like a man who can do a magic trick. Okay, that's who I went for. I thought he was witty. And that's me. If somebody else wants to go for, I don't know, Karlach or one of the other characters, woman, male, otherwise, who cares? Video games are different things to different people, especially open world games. My experience playing GTA could be completely different from your experience playing GTA. If I wanted to go do the boring tennis games, then that's my business. But I couldn't imagine somebody yelling for like 5 minutes about Rockstar, including dumb tennis. Nobody wants to play tennis, stupid tennis. You want to know why? Because you just don't go play tennis. You just avoid tennis and then you don't got to do it. But if I wanted to play tennis, that's my business. And if they want to include it in the game, that's the company's business. It's not hurting anybody. This just seems like a very angry person who doesn't like change, and the fact that he had to see something that acknowledges that the culture around gaming and how they treat non-binary people and trans people is changing, is becoming more progressive, and just a reminder of that fact was enough to set him off. Because most people seeing this, even a lot of people who agreed with him, see this clip and they're like, dude, just calm down. No need to get that riled up. So I think there's something deeper here. I think there's another rage that he's pulling from outside of this. There has to be. There has to be. Somebody said they linked a link of somebody being angry about them dating a male character. By the way, this isn't the about being able to date male characters as a male. I also wanted to show you guys this clip, because this clip was just fantastic timing. This was him finding out in the video game that there is also a trans character in it. Look at this.
Fuck off. Fuck off. It's infected everywhere.
Nerves kicking in.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
That's beautiful. Moments like that make me proud to be a gamer. Todd Howard, man, you made some mistakes in the days that you've been here, you know, head of Bethesda. But that was a beautiful moment right there. And it's hard for me to believe that he didn't personally put that in there just to piss off this guy. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. He released a follow-up video. Oh boy, I want to see up the vote. You know, I'm very disappointed in my community. I'm gonna go join the Foreign Legion. I no longer want to be a content creator. I no longer want to be a content creator. Does anybody have that link to the guy who was angry about men being able to date men? I saw somebody posted it in the site chat. One second, let me go get that link. I'm curious, because that's been like an option in video games for a while. That's available in Baldur's Gate, and I didn't see anybody complaining about that in Baldur's Gate. Is it because like Starfield is a shooter and like the culture around a lot of the more traditional RPGs is different than shooters? I don't know.
TBT got a tier 3 subscription. Conservatives get so mad about the dumbest shit.
It is really dumb. I mean, I don't know if this guy, I don't know if this guy's a conservative, but I think he might have some conservative values at the very least. But I don't know, man. I guess like gamers get angry at stupid stuff, right? And conservatives can at times get angry at pretty stupid stuff. And so if you start to combine those two things, You've got like the perfect ball of rage. You've crafted the perfect ball of rage, man. You can power a city. There would not be a electricity problem this winter in Ukraine, no matter how much Russia targets the electrical grid. If you hook this guy up to a hamster wheel and let him just power himself through his own rage. Oh, somebody posted it. Thank goodness. Thank you. Okay, so somebody posted another thing here. Gross. You can flirt with Sam Coe in Starfield. This is fine if you're a woman, but I always play as myself in a game. This also goes against the story, as Sam is a straight guy, just like yours truly. So why is the option there for males? Bisexuality exists in previous Bethesda games, and the voice actor for Sam has stated he played the character as bisexual. Look, is it really that hard for you just not to doink a guy? See, it's hard for me not to do that because I'm attracted to men, right? But if I saw an option like this and I wasn't attracted to men, it'd be very easy for me not to hit the, okay, bang the guy, right? It'd be pretty simple. For example, I was never attracted to any woman much older than me. I never liked the whole MILF thing. I never liked women much older than me. I always liked people around my own age, right? If there's an option in a video game to bang some teacher, I'm not going to start raging out on Twitter about it. I just won't do it. Is it really that hard? Let other people have their own version of freedom in these open world games, and you have your own. I'm sure you can find tons of NPCs to kill and tons of adventures to go on outside of banging Mr. Cowboy here. Jeez. Okay, that's enough of that. Quite silly though, isn't it? Has he released a follow-up video? I'm actually curious if he has. It's called HeelVsBabyface. Heels versus Babyface. I'm curious. Man canceled for having opinion on the internet. Oh boy. Okay. So, is that him? Okay.
Man has opinion about video game. Internet goes absolutely nuclear crazy about opinion on video game. Is this actually
Burns
about
is an
opinion on
immoral,
video
morally
game?
corrupt, bankrupt man.
I don't know how he acts like a schizophrenic on camera and yelling about the game, right? Yelling in the way that I imagine Chris Chan yells when he goes into like GameStops and starts arguing with the employees about, you know, the correct colorization on the Sonic character. And then he says everybody else went crazy about this. Everybody else went nuclear about this. You're the one who, if you just looked into the camera, was like, really, they, them, and that was it, it wouldn't have blown up. But you went on like a full like rant. You went on a full like explosion about it. You were going off and off and off and kept going for over 2 minutes. You were the one who went crazy. And then at worst, the internet went crazy. At worst, the internet went crazy in response. Bank Jonah, thanks for the tier 1 and being sub for 17 months. Appreciate it.
No, this has nothing to do with opinion on video game. This has everything to do with going after the far left sacred cow of gender ideology.
Dog, if he just said they, them, who can, for example, Dr. Disrespect. I had a clip up here for Dr. Disrespect that was like, Dr. Disrespect being like, I didn't get a partnership with Starfield. It looks like the Starfield corrector had him in his bio, huh? I had it up. I just deleted the tab because I didn't even think it was worth commenting on. Want to know why? Because in comparison to this, he said nothing. In comparison to this guy, he made no comment. And it wasn't that crazy. So it was just like, I disagree, but whatever. And I moved on with my life. The only reason I'm talking about this is because you act like a psychopath.
$10. Rick roll fine. Worth every cent.
Thank you for the $10. Rick rolling should be classified as a war crime, though. It's all about the sacred cow of gender ideology. If he yelled this much about a character being able to like put his hat on backwards, about any other topic in the video game, I would equally respond in this way and saying that's silly. Like, how dare there be an option in this game to wear a hat? I would be like, what? And I would say it's silly, it's stupid, and calm down.
Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelVsBabyface. This Friday just gone, we had the early access release for Starfield. Some people are loving it. Some people not so much. Me personally, after 25 hours or so into the game, I'm struggling. I'll just be completely honest. When you're in a built-up area, some of it graphically can look very nice indeed. The gameplay is solid enough when you're actually doing something, but that's half the problem. I've found the explorative nature of this game exceedingly dull and boring. I've found the characters not remotely engaging, and the dialogue has a lot to be desired.
As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good.
But having an opinion on the internet, well...
Well, that wasn't... I don't know if it was a great example, but these are real critiques. Okay, real critiques.
Heaven forbid anyone have one of those. But this video isn't about that. I'm not going to treat you like you don't know what is actually going on. Towards the beginning of the game, the character creation, we were greeted with a pronoun option, so very current day of Bethesda, because it appears at some point during the last couple of years, Pete Hines seems to have forgotten what gender he is.
I mean, he did. He had he, him there, so it seems like he knows what gender he is.
Never mind.
Does he know how pronouns work?
So I went on a little bit of a rant to my streaming audience because...
Like if he has he, him, that means he knows what his pronouns are. He knows it's he, him. He knows he's a man. It's the opposite of not knowing. Maybe if his pronouns said any, all, you could make that comment, but he said he, him.
As I was unhappy with the fact that in every aspect of our entertainment today, we seem to be pulled out because the people creating it are more concerned with inserting current day into absolutely everything. But
I think if it just takes like a pronoun option to pull you out of a game and make it so you can't get immersed in it, then I just don't, I think that you're just easy to frazzle. You're easy to like get unimmersed then, because you know, in the real world, you're going to run into people who have different pronouns because those people exist. Those people exist in the world. Congratulations. I hate to be the bearer of bad news for you. I don't know how this would really upset or like get you out of the gameplay experience. Just choose he, him and move on. What's the problem?
Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to sit down, comfy chair, turn on my PC, fire up a brand new app.
We already watched this. Okay. Can we get past this rant? I don't want to watch it again.
Had put the video out and it went a tinge viral. And he says, this weird British guy, oh, yeah, okay, fair enough, losing his mind over selecting pronouns in Starfield is the perfect demonstration for why we must bring back lobotomies. Well, Hassan, at least they would be able to lobotomize me. You, however, I don't think they would actually find enough brain cells. And if you don't know who this guy is, let me introduce you to him.
So you said America deserved 9/11. Did you mean that?
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Cenk Uygur. Let's see what Cenk Uygur has to say about certain things, shall we?
If I were the ruler, the benevolent dictator of the world, I would legalize bestiality where
What the fuck are we talking? What does any of this have to do with pronouns? We're talking about fucking legalizing bestiality now? You're talking about ruining immersion. We're getting so off topic here. Immerse me back at the topic at hand. I don't want to hear about Cenk Uygur talking about fucking horses or whatever. I don't care.
The, oh, I don't know, fucking animals part. What the hell is wrong with your family, dude? So needless to say that I'm pretty okay with having a conflicting opinion to somebody like Hassan.
But it's not just Hassan. It's, I think, like 90% of the internet.
But this isn't just about pronouns. That's the disingenuous argument that people want to latch onto. So
how is that the disingenuous argument? That's what got you angry, was the pronoun selection screen. That was what caused your rage. It wasn't, oh, I have to be a trans character. Oh, all the characters in the video game are trans. It was a pronoun selection screen. That's it.
So that you don't talk about the gender ideology and the intersectionality that's been rammed into every single solitary facet of our entertainment, from video games to TV, film, comics, etc., etc.
Listen, I know I should have been more forthcoming about who I was earlier.
Yes.
So, In the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there.
So these are the problems with the game. By the way, I wish he stayed on this topic. I wish he stayed on the stuff at the start of the video where he's talking about like the glitches and stuff like that, because that's the stuff that actually would make me not want to play a game. That's the stuff that would convince me not to go play the game. Not that there's a 5-second moment at the start of a game where you could choose your gender. That's not what's going to convince me. And an open world RPG character creation screen. Yeah, what a big surprise. That's not what's going to convince me not to play the game. Talk about the actual complaints with the game. It's not shoving it down your throat if you got one screen and one character.
You're a dude.
My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance.
Uh-huh.
The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place.
Yeah.
I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC.
Now, did I have that reaction because I'm a nasty, naughty transformophobia? No, I had that reaction because it was so obvious, because we're dealing with current day gaming company. In actual fact, you could go far as to say we're...
By the way, can I just say, it's not like this, like, I don't want to be too much of a queer here, but this isn't the first time that gays or LGBT community has been in video games. You go back to Final Fantasy, and they had gay people, and not always portrayed in the best light, mind you, in those games. They had a bunch of different representation of different queer people, LGBT people, even trans people, and cross-dressers, and whole types of stuff across fighting games and all types of video games, Mass Effect, all these different things. It's just that now the representation isn't, what a dirty homo. The representation is like, oh, what a homo.
Dealing with current day entertainment in the West. Then we have the Act Man, a React channel that has 1.8 million subscribers, getting mad because a person reacted to a game. By the way, this person...
What a stupid summarization of somebody getting angry. You got angry because I reacted. No, we just think your reaction was absolutely insane.
Recently being cancelled, having his YouTube channel demonetized / pulled down because he was attacked for having an opinion about something and exercising his right to do so. Now, he's actually jumping on that bandwagon to attack somebody who is exercising their right to have an opinion.
What is fucking stupid defense? His defense is, this is America. Okay, well, it isn't America. This is the British Isles, and I have freedom, and I can have opinion. So stop attacking me for having opinion. Nobody's saying you can't have your opinion. In fact, I think everybody involved would love you to go on more rants like you did in this video so they can react to it and laugh at it. The reason people are reacting to you is because your rant was insane, it was silly, and it was stupid, and people laughed at it. It was funny. That's the reason why people reacted to your rant. People didn't react to the rant under the idea of like, how dare this guy object to our agenda. That's not why people were reacting to it. People were reacting to it because it was funny. That's why people reacted to it. I don't know what this defense is. I'm allowed to have a free opinion. Yeah, you're allowed to have an opinion, and people are allowed to mock you for having an opinion. If I went on stream tomorrow and I said, hey guys, I actually think that Minecraft is stupid because Notch is fat, and then I run on a big rant about that, I'm allowed to have that opinion, but people are allowed to mock me for having a stupid opinion like that because that's a stupid opinion.
I guess turnaround is fair play, hey? Don't worry about the hypocrisy of it, dude. You do you. So his tweet starts off with...
Is it hypocritical for him to critique your position and say it's stupid because his channel has gotten copyright striked? That doesn't even make sense. Who is this guy?
Gorilla-shaped man, which, by the way, I can't take any other way than a compliment.
That is true. That is a compliment. Gorillas are cool.
Silverback, baby. On the verge of crying, we've already had to go into a lie because you want to embellish your inverted commas argument.
You did look like you're on the verge of crying. I doubt he was actually on the verge of crying, but he was very upset, man. His eyes were close to watering at the very least.
Shouty man, yes. Ranty man, yes. Angry man, yes. Crying, no. Just say it how it is. If you feel comfortable with his position.
Okay, I don't think he's actually responding to any of the substantive. Okay, I didn't know what I expected. I don't know why I would have expected him to like make a substantive response to anything that's being put forward here. I don't know why I expected that. But I don't know what he expected with that rant. He went on a rant, and I think most people, like when they have those types of rants, they do that under the idea that it, you know, it might get clipped, it might be put out there, might even do it for it to get clipped. A lot of people clip hunt, definitely in the Twitch space. I mean, he might be a YouTube streamer, so I think that's probably different. But in the Twitch space, people clip hunt all the time, try to have amazing moments to keep people watching, or so it goes viral and like gets online, right? I don't know if that's what he was doing, but there is no way that he couldn't have had any idea that he acts the way he did in that video, as angry as he was, as yelling as he was, ranting like he was about such a minuscule thing that anybody can just go by and just like, all you would have to do is just click him, just keep going, be done with it, and not expect you to have people kind of giggle at you. I mean, he should have expected that. He should have expected it.